Hello, PCS. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can make sure that your Read and Write for Google tools are working efficiently and effectively. So I've started from an account that does not have Read and Write or the PDF reader installed at all yet. That's not going to be the case for our students. Our students will have both the Texthelp PDF reader and Read and Write for Google pushed out to them with the correct settings, but I want to show you how to get it if you are a staff member that does not have either. So first I want to make sure that I am logged in with my PCS account, and I can find that out by rolling here at the top right corner to make sure that this is my PCS account that I'm logged into. And I also want to make sure that sync is turned on. And with sync turned on, all of the extensions that you've installed on your PCS account will show up, but also the extensions that that the district has pushed out will show up as well. So you need to make sure you're logged in your PCS account and that you have sync turned on. Now, if I'm a staff member and I need to install both the PDF reader and Read and Write for Google, I'm going to go to the Chrome Web Store, and I usually just type in Chrome Web Store, and I'm going to search Texthelp, one word. And when I do that, both the PDF reader and Read and Write for Google will show up. So I'm just going to take a moment and install each of these so that they are added to my Chrome. I'm going to go in, I'm going to say add to Chrome, I'm going to say add extension, and then I can go right back to the extensions when it shows up. So now I'm going to go back to extensions. Oh, I'm going to type in Texthelp again. And now I need to make sure I get that the Texthelp PDF reader. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hit add to Chrome and add this extension. And so now I'm going to have both those extensions in my attached to my Chrome account. You can see they popped up briefly. The next thing I need to make sure I do is go into this little gray puzzle piece. This is a new feature of Google. It allows you to pin which extensions that you want to show up. I want to make sure both of those are pinned. So I want to go down and make sure I pin Read and Write for Google. And I also want to make sure I pin the PDF reader. And this makes sure that, one, I can see them, and two, that they work when I want them to work. And you can see I can drag them right over to where they're kind of where I see them all the time. The first thing I want to do is when I clicked on the PDF reader, it brings up the PDF reader dashboard. And as a student, again, most of these settings are set up, pushed out from the district. But if you are a teacher, you need to make sure that you're doing these steps to make sure that your PDF reader works efficiently and effectively for you. So again, the only time I'm ever going to need to click on this little piece of paper that says PDF is if I'm setting up and adjusting my settings. So now I'm going to go into the PDF reader dashboard, and I'm going to click on each of these three options and follow through the process they want me to follow through with. So the first one is open from Google Drive. This allows PDFs to open from my Google Drive. So when I click on it, I'm going to have to choose my account and accept some permissions. Hopefully this goes a little more quickly. But of course, when you're recording, things are going to be slow. I'm going to try that again. I'm going to click on it again. It is hopefully going to ask for me to accept some permissions on my account. So now I'm going to click on the middle button and install the PDF web reader. I'm going to click on it. It's going to bring me to another part of the Chrome Web Store. I'm going to say add to Chrome and add the app. And that just helps with functionality related to opening up PDFs. And again, not necessarily important for you to go in to the apps to use it. You can click this tab closed and also click this tab closed now. And the last one I'm going to do is probably the most important for staff and students, and the settings are going to be a little different. Again, as a student, the settings are already pushed out the way we want them to, but as a staff member, you might want to go in and click on options. And that's going to allow you to adjust some options. As a staff member, I would probably leave this all at the top the same, and again, students as well. But down here is the only difference for staff and students. So we don't use Google Classroom integration anymore because we don't use Google Classroom, but I would still leave it checked. I would also leave Open Classroom PDFs directly also checked. But as a student, This one is checked as well, and that allows students to open PDFs in the web right in the PDF reader. But as a teacher, that might not be what you want to do. So what I would suggest doing, especially if you're a special ed teacher, because sometimes it plays around with the way MyStar forms open, I would leave that one unchecked as a teacher. But again, if I'm a student, I'm going to leave that checked. Then I can click out of this box. I can also close this tab, and then I'm back to that dashboard. Now that I've done each of those 3 steps, we can leave this tab as well. So now, the only other settings I want to make sure that I've looked at is in my Drive. So I'm going to go to Google Drive, and I just am going through the waffle to get to Google Drive. You can type drive.google.com or however you get to your Drive. But when I'm in my Drive, I want to go into the settings cog up here at the top right-hand corner. So I'm going to click on the settings cog. I'm going to roll over settings and click on that. And it's going to bring me to the box that has general, notifications, and manage apps. I want to click on the manage apps in the navigation and scroll all the way down to where I see read and write for Google. Now, usually it's going to be off. And so I want to click, or I want to put a check in this box so that it's using it as a default. And as I roll down, once I do that, you can see there's also a Texthelp PDF reader, but there is no option to do that. So we're going to leave that how it is. But these 2 things will work together very well. And so I want to make sure, again, that for read and write for Google, I have used as a default in my Google Drive. I can go ahead and click done, and then I'm all set. The last thing I want to do, especially if I have not used read and write for Google at all, I want to go in and open up a web page or go in and open up a Google Doc. And I want to click on that purple puzzle piece so that I open it for the first time. And when I do that, if I've used it before, and I've used it before on this account, so I open it, the first time I go to use it, it's going to ask me to accept some permission. So because I've already opened it on this account before, it's not going to do that. But the first time you click on this, you may get one of those boxes that pops up that asks for you to allow permissions for read and write to access your account. And you always want to say allow for that. So again, that's the last thing I want to do. Just make sure that that read and write is set up and ready to use. Those are some of the things that you want to do to make sure that your account is ready to work and access effectively and efficiently all the documents you might encounter that you would like to use read and write for. If you have any questions, always can reach us at ait@pccsk12.com. Thank you for listening.